Okay, sorry if my hair is wet. It's raining outside, and I went to school with nothing but myself. And yeah, rain, no umbrella, great. But this is going to be a little bit of a looking back on the year sort of thing. Like one, this is kind of for myself, like so I can like look back and it's like, oh, this is what I thought of freshman year, like a little vlog type thing of like a little time capsule that I could look back later and go like, "Ha, you stupid innocent freshman." Um, and just laugh at myself. It's like, oh, life gets so much harder. But like I just finished my freshman year of high school, which is great. Like finals, like we got into finals week and it was decently easy. I obviously had to study, which is why I took the week and a half hiatus, but I'm back. And again, charity live stream Friday 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday 12 a.m. 12 p.m. noon, not a.m. That'd be weird, to 6 p.m. all Eastern Standard Time. Be there. Yeah, I'm totally going to look back on this and it's like, ha, I'm plugging stuff. But just looking back on freshman year, it's been probably one of the best school years I've ever had. And it's weird because it's like I hated who I was in elementary school, even though it's like those were the super chill years of like, hey, you don't really have to do anything. Looking back, I hated who I was because I will be honest, right now, I was the crybaby nerd. I've been able to shed that image, and I'm very, very happy I've been able to change who I am from then. Because looking back, I sucked. I was horrible. I would not want to hang around me. Just thinking about it, like, I hate who I was. But like, going into middle school, slowly transitioning into someone stuck in a bubble, constantly worrying about grades, to someone who's slightly more confident and better, like more aware of what's going on, and to someone that I can like now be relatively proud of is awesome. Like it didn't start until about halfway through 6th grade and it's just been going on an upward slope of someone that I can be proud of being. Like someone that is relatively confident, someone that is relatively sociable. Um and I'm happy that I've been able to make that transition and shed the image of the crybaby nerd. I'm still a nerd. I am not dropping that, but like someone who memorized the periodic table in 5th grade. That's the level we're talking here. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I did it out of boredom. That's about enough said, but other than that, high school has like been amazing. When it comes to middle school, there's so much structure to it. It's like they're holding your hand the entire way through. And now I love my teachers. I love almost all of my teachers. There are a couple of exceptions, but when it comes to teachers, I love almost all of them because it's like they're people too. They're basically your second parents for the rest of the year. And you either like them or you don't, and usually it's like you try to make a connection with them because most of the time they are awesome people. Like of course there are always the sucky ones, there's always exceptions, but most of the time teachers are good, and I love trying to make friends with them because they are people too. It's like, yeah, that's teacher's pet, I guess, but it's like, why would you want to be with someone that you absolutely hate and not try to get along with? That's how I see it. But anyway, like going back to the middle school thing, there's so much structure to it. It's always holding your hand. It's like, oh yeah, now all of you are going to go over to this period. Now all of you are going over to this period. You now go to your class, make sure you do this, make sure you do that. And then all of a sudden, you hit high school. And the first day was probably the weirdest thing ever because you walk in and they basically don't care because it's like, hey, you have 8 minutes to get to your next class. Doesn't matter what it is, just go or you'll be tardy. It's super chill, but it's still super, like, it's still strict, but they let you do what you want, basic. Like, not what you want, but they let you be yourself and let you have the freedom to do things. Like, we have an hour-long lunch period, which is amazing, and you just show up and then you can work on homework, you can go to a tutor session, you can just hang out with your friends and talk and watch YouTube, which is basically what I did for most of the most of the hour. And it's awesome. It's awesome to have the freedom to just go around and like not have someone constantly holding your hand, but at the same time, with that level of freedom, there is like more self-responsibility, which it's not like it's still the transition into adulthood and adulting and stuff, but it's getting there of like, hey, we aren't going to be holding your hand the entire time. You are going to have to start being on your own. And like in middle school, they always tried to scare you with high school is so much harder than middle school. It's like if you don't do this, you are going to not be prepared for high school. And to be honest, like if you're still in middle school, don't let them scare you. Saying that right now, don't let them scare you. Some things are harder, but as long as you keep up work ethic and keep up what you're doing, you should be fine. You should get the same level of result or even better because honestly, I did better at this year as a freshman than I did in eighth grade. And that's awesome, like grade wise, and then also friend wise, and then just getting to know people. And freshman year has just been great. Some stuff has been annoying, like reading notes, but that it's like a little tack on that you can put to the side. Overall, freshman year has been amazing. And also, YouTube has played a huge part in that. I am like I again, I will put this up front. I am bad with keeping promises to myself. As like because if it's only me that I need to depend on, I will always push it off for later. Except when it comes to school because there's like grades and stuff that I need to worry about. But when it comes to something that has almost little consequence and it's just something that I want to do, I am very bad with sticking to something. Like guitar, like I started learning it and then got bored, dropped that. I want to get into game design, but I'm too overwhelmed by the task of learning something that I haven't gone out and done it yet. And YouTube has been something that I've been wanting to do since 7th grade. And I started doing it on a separate channel, uploaded stuff for I said this in my New Year's thing, but uploaded 5 videos within the span of 3 months, and then stopped for about a year and a half, and then transitioned over to this channel. And again, like it's something that I wanted to do, but I procrastinated so much and just said like, hey, you need better equipment, you need this, and then completely pushed off the idea that it's not that I'm like I need all this equipment, it's that I'm scared of putting in the work and doing what I need to do in order to get a YouTube channel off the ground because I've seen like how hard it is to get stuff done and like just getting into the basics of it. It's tough. Not just like uploading daily vlogs or unedited gameplay. If you want to like put in the effort of doing things and getting a daily uploads, not daily upload schedule, but just an upload schedule in general, it's hard. Because not only do you have to juggle YouTube, you have to juggle your social life, you have to juggle your school life, you have to juggle your family life, and it's tough. And other extracurricular activities. Like, I'm in Boy Scouts, I still need to work on this and that over the summer. I'm going to be working on YouTube over the summer. I'm going to be working on chores over the summer, making money so I can do YouTube and other things that I want to do, and then just free time in general, and then school homework stuff. Although summer reading isn't a thing in 10th grade, which is awesome, but there's so much stuff that you have to juggle, and adding YouTube to it, I was scared of putting in the work. But in 8th grade, I finally had the chance to upload a video, which was my first video reality check, and I'm still very, very proud of that video because it was 5 months of on and off work that finally ended in 20 hours of editing and uploading the video. And it's something that I'm still just listening to my voice, kind of cringy, but the fact that like I finally put in the amount of effort to actually do stuff, I was happy. However, I didn't start uploading in the summer because I had surgery. And I was basically the most of the summer recovering from that. Uh, and then cut to the beginning of the year, and I said, I want to get back into doing YouTube. And I found, like, a week ago, I got a note back from my future self that I apparently had written at the very first day of freshman year. It was the 7th of August of, like, that was about the time where I started uploading the gaming videos. And it's at that time, because I had not been keeping promises to myself, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do that. And like it was you had to write goals for yourself. So the three goals that I wrote was doing better on language arts tests because I am bad at cold reads and doing multiple choice language arts, but I've gotten better at doing that, which is good, and getting all A's, and that's just something that it's just doing. It's not really that big of a goal. It's been something just ordinary that's always been like tacked onto the side. But the one thing that I am most proud of is the exact lines I have is, finally, let's stop lecturing you about school. Did you keep up with making videos? I know school and clubs are going to take up some of your time, but hopefully you found time to keep making them. And that was one of the things that I'm most proud of freshman year, of the fact that I not only kept uploading videos, but actually got an upload schedule and tried to keep with it and tried to expand the content from gaming to like puzzle making, and I still want to keep expanding my content and what I put out. But the fact that I finally kept a promise to myself and kept with something that I said I would do is awesome. And thank you guys for actually joining me. I found a screenshot that was taken at around the time that I'd written that, and I'll put it up now. I don't have it in front of me on the screen right there, but it was like 13 subscribers and like less, like about 150 views, and then now is like 70 subscribers and 1,500 views. It's just awesome that the community has grown and you guys actually like the stuff that I'm putting out. It's just awesome. And freshman year has just been amazing. I will continue putting in effort in YouTube over the summer. I will have to be working on Boy Scouts because I'm on my way to Eagle. I'm at Life now, and I'm hoping to get Eagle Scout by the end of the year. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Um, but it's just freshman year has been awesome. It's it's definitely been more work, but it hasn't been harder. It's just been putting more time into things and actually getting stuff done instead of promising something to myself and never getting it done. And I'm happy that I've been able to stick with YouTube. I want to keep sticking with YouTube and getting stuff out. Although sophomore year is definitely going to be harder because I'm taking AP AP Chem, AP World Geography, BC Calc, 3 APs. I'm basically setting myself up for death. Oh, it's not gonna be. Yeah, but I'm not like I'm scared of AP Chem is the one thing that I'm scared of, purely because it's like AP World, not scared of that. BC Calc, not scared of that. AP Chem, however, is going to be the one that I'm like the one thing that's going to be probably a lot more work, and my upload schedule might be going down around that point, purely because it's like, yeah, that's going to be a lot of time spent to doing school and such. But I do hope to keep up at least a weekly or bi-weekly schedule then. Hopefully still weekly. Hopefully it's not taking up that much time that I'm not able to get videos out, even if I have to sacrifice some of my free time. But yeah, in conclusion, freshman year has just been awesome. It's been one of the best school years I've ever had, and I'm excited for what comes next, I guess. So this little slice of life vlog thing is done. Now I can look on it in about 4 years and go, oh, you sweet innocent smole. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble. And I'll see you guys at the charity stream this Friday and Saturday. Yeah, be there. I'll probably release an announcement video on like Thursday or something, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.